Floriography is a card game for 2 to 5 players. The theme is the Victorian art of passing hidden messages using bouquets of flowers. Floriography is a recipe game in which players will be maintaining a hand of no more than 7 cards using flower cards and the icons on flower cards as the ingredients to create and lay bouquet cards. This bouquet card, for instance, shows us that we need 1 blue symbol, 1 white symbol, and 2 of any other symbol to play it. Now, the key unique selling point in Floriography is the way these bouquet cards are played. You can choose to play this bouquet card to another player, putting it in front of them in their personal area, and immediately get yourself 4 victory points and 1 card draw. Okay, that is an immediate mid-game scoring that can't be taken from you. The 4 victory points is of course nice because you'll win the game by having victory points, but the card draws are also nice because 1 card draw is essentially half of an extra turn in the game. Now you can play it on another player for that, but you will be giving the other player some end game scoring. In this case, the end game scoring the other player will get will be 1 victory point per A bouquet multiplied by D bouquet. And we can see that this is a D bouquet already, so they're already halfway to getting their first victory point from that. Some other examples. This bouquet card has no endgame scoring, but it does contain all 4 symbols, A, B, C, and D, so it will help towards any other victory points, endgame scoring. This bouquet, for instance, gives you 1 victory point per A, and this bouquet gives you 1 victory point per clover wildcard that you have played throughout the game. So the unique selling point, as I said, is deciding whether to play the card onto somebody else and get this immediate scoring, or play it onto yourself for this endgame scoring. Of course, if you play it onto somebody else, you've given them the endgame scoring, but because all completed bouquets remain open and visible, you can decide to play it onto somebody who doesn't yet meet that criteria. If you do this early in the game, it will encourage them to try to meet that criteria by the end of the game. So it provides a really unique and interesting question between, do I want a guaranteed income now or a potential income in the future? And at what point I decide to make that choice during the game is going to give this more or less value, because I have more or less turns to steer towards getting those points. So it's a fairly simple game with some very interesting end game scoring. And again, that key decision is, do I want to take the mid game scoring that's guaranteed now, or do I want to leverage that against potential future end game scoring? If you have any questions about this, feel free to email me.